Like your outfit. Like your outfit. It was.
One thing you do there is you notice something like nice. You always compliment. So that's very nice. Thank
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have to stay positive.
you. I seen your man today. He treated me so good.
Oh, yeah. Mic check, mic check. Give me 30 seconds. And I'll be,
Sir.
give me about 30 seconds. I'll be ready. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. The meeting of the Mayor and Board of Aldermen is now called to order. First, we'll have prayer. We'll ask Reverend Harris, will you lead us in prayer tonight? Reverend Harris.
Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Harris. Next roll call, please.
Alderman Fountain. Alderman Jones, absent. Alderman Ship. Alderman Teal, absent. Alderman Merriweather.
Present.
Mayor, you have 3 board members present.
All right, thank you so much. Next, Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. Next, I want to ask for prayers for the healing and recovery of Mr. Gary Brown, who is the son of Mr. Thomas Brown. I understand that he has been in the hospital for several months now, unresponsive. So we want to ask you all to please pray for his recovery. Next, also prayers for the family of U.S. Representative Charles Rangel. Prayers for the family of the leader of Christian Brothers School, Brother Terrence McLaughlin. Prayers for the family of Mr. Octavius McKendrian Faulkner. Prayers for the family of Mrs. Nola B. Hall. Prayers for the family of Mr. Edward Ferretti. Prayers for the family of Miss Rita Joyce Skelton. Prayers for the family of Miss Alberta Richard Total Templer. Prayers for the family of Miss Irene L. Roach. Prayers for the family of Miss Ebony Cordasia Selden. Prayers for the family of Miss Alice Louise Potts Starks. Prayers for the family of Mr. Sylvester Stinson Jr. Prayers for the family of Miss Cindy Lynn Dickerson Allen. Prayers for the family of Emmy Award winning actress Loretta Swit. Prayers for the family of Mr. Kendrick Conflict Boyd. And also prayers for, we just learned this one, prayers for the family of Mr. Jeff Jones. And also at this time, I'll ask for a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Next, before we adopt the agenda, I need to add one item, and that is item number 10A, and that is the transfer of Mr. Kendrick Brown from the utility department to the street department. Mr. Fitz did approve that request from him. Unfortunately, he had a personal matter, so he's not able to be here tonight. I spoke with him again this morning. And there should be a copy of the transfer form on your desk. So this time I entertain a motion to adopt the amended agenda.
I'm moving to adopt it.
Is there a second? Second. The move by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Meriwether. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically in Alderman Fountain, and 2 absent in Jones and Teal. All right. First, we have a quick claim deed from Mr. James D. Robinson, and I'll let Madam City Clerk explain it.
Mr. Robinson passed and someone wants to purchase their property, so they need to go back and pay those old taxes. And that's when the city was collecting taxes. And a copy of it is in your packet.
Is there a motion?
Please,
Motion to authorize the execution of a quick claim deed related to the property of Mr. James D. Robinson.
so moved.
Is there a second? Second. It's been moved by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Meriwether. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically in Fountain, and 2 absent in Jones and Teal. All right, next we have public comment. When I call your name, please come to the table, state your name for the record, and you have 3 minutes to speak. Mr. Jim Smith, please come forward.
How you doing tonight? It's pretty funny. Right downstairs, there's this little placard up on the wall, and it lists the city values, and it's got responsiveness, accountability, open and clear communication, and a bunch of other traits. So who's going to be accountable for the electric bills still not going out in a timely fashion? We certainly know there wasn't clear communication when your HSUD GM ignored correspondence concerning your firewall. But why is the onus of responsibility on the citizens for you guys doing your job? Your job is to get the bills out in a timely fashion. My job is to pay them in a timely fashion. But if I don't get them in a timely fashion, you're just tolling what allegedly I'm owed. I don't have the money. Plain and simple. I'm a 100% disabled American veteran. You call your congressman, tell him to give me a raise. but I can't afford 2 or 3 months without an electric bill. And there's no communication. There's no communication coming out. And by the way, my pole, which you guys came out and cut the vegetative overgrowth off of and put a little pink ribbon to replace my pole because it's original, it's like 60 years old or 70 years old, still hasn't been done, and nobody talks to me. This town is unbelievable. It's a sad state of the city when incompetence rises to the top, when constituents are ignored, and when promises are made and never fulfilled, and nobody's held accountable. So my suggestion is take that thing off the wall because it's really a joke. And it's, for like 3 years, 3.5 years, it's the mayor, it's the mayor, it's the mayor. It's not the mayor now. So who are you going to blame now? Why can't I get an electric bill? Because somebody took a notice that said we're going to change the firewall and they ignored it. If this was any other business, they'd be fired. They'd be fired. And you can call it what it is, but a municipality, a city is a business. It's unbelievable. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. All right, next, item number 3, ratification of utility department training per diem for Mr. Terry Sims and Mr. Tracy Reynolds. This was a situation where even though it was expressed that we were not sending anyone else to any training based on the time, you all may recall that I think Mr. Jefferson put in a request, and there were some others who put in a request, and it was denied. Even after that meeting, there were a couple of employees who were sent. I went ahead and signed those checks based on the fact that the supervisor had advised them to go and that they would be paid. So even though I definitely had some concerns about it, I felt that it was only fair to the employees that they receive the payment for their travel because they were forced to pay it ahead of time, which should have been assigned. But so that's why that's on here. And the checks have been assigned and distributed to those employees. So is there a motion to ratify?
I move to department training for for Terry Sims and Mr. Tracy. This was after them.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Benita, Alderman Fountain wants to know, what did you say?
Ma'am? This was after that because I was talking to them. And we didn't, no. I was saying that it's on there, and one of the reasons that I went ahead and signed up on the checks is because the employees had been assured by Supervisor Wayne Jones that they would be paid. And then Alderman Fountain said this was before, but this happened after the fact that they were in our training comes before here. Our training is to be put on the agenda. And so, but based on the fact that the employees had spent funds, that I did not feel that it was fair to them based on the fact that a supervisor had instructed them to go. So, but I think that it's been made clear now to everyone that our training must be approved. So we have a motion and a second on the floor. Alderman Fountain, do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, all right.
Said aye.
Aye, okay, all right. So 2 ayes, 1 eye telephonically in Fountain, 2 absent in Field and Jones. All right, item number 4, motion to authorize payment of $59,365.50 to White Construction and Associate Incorporated. Pay application number 1, Hill Cuba Street project. Ms. Britt?
Good evening. Yes, as y'all know, this is that Hill Street, Cuba Street project, and there's a provision in there to pay for stored materials with documentation of the invoices and the builder's risk insurance, which he has all that. And so this will speed the project up to get the pipe and, all paid for up front and get it delivered to the job. So that's the request for the place.
Attorney Perry, if you'll take a look at that and,
That's 59,000.
Yeah, that's correct.
is there a motion?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. And
Is there a motion?
Well, I'll make a motion to authorize payment of $59,365.50.
yeah.
The Right Construction and Associates Incorporated, pay application number 1 for the Hill Street project.
It's a move by Alderman Merriweather, second by Alderman Ship. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 2 ayes, 1 eye telephonically in Fountain, 2 absent in Jones and Teal. All right, item number 5, motion to authorize the approval of change order number 1 for the emergency drainage improvement on Hill Cuba Street in the amount of $12,446.60.
This is a change order. As y'all know, we had some issues with one of the easements up on part of the property on the north side. That easement was signed, is correct. So it was had taken out of the project. We're putting it back in with a change order. There's also an issue on a piece over on Cuba Street, and we've added some what we call flared ends on that part. So I had thought the change order might be about $20,000, but it's only $12,446.60, and we have that way more than that in contingency. So we would recommend approval of the change order.
Is there a motion?
A motion to authorize the approval of change order number 1 for the emergency drainage improvement on Hill Cuba Street in the amount of $12,446.60.
It's a move by Alderman Merriweather, second by Alderman Ship. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 eye telephonically, 2 absent in Jones and Teal. All right?
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
could I ask a question? As y'all know, that project crosses the city property on the southwest corner of the park. And some of that fence eventually has to be taken down so the pipe can be put in. But as of right now, it doesn't have to be taken down. And there's a gate there, and it would be really beneficial if the contractor could use that gate and store some of his material inside that fence. It'd be safer. And just permission to do it, he would put his own lock on there so he wouldn't have to bother any of the city employees.
Clarify again, what area are you referring to?
When you go up Hill Street and you pass the second house on the right, the fence starts for the park, I call it. It's a black chain link fence, and there's a gate right there. And we've got to be able to get in the gate to do the work anyway.
Why don't we get you with Mr. Thomas, who's the new
Sure.
Director, and let's see exactly where that is and
Okay.
what it's normally utilized. We don't want to block it if it's something that they use for the mowers. So with that being said, if it's not available, there'll probably be another spot.
That's fine. No problem. Okay. Thank y'all.
All right. Item number 6, motion to authorize the execution of lease agreement with the Ida B. Wells Family Art Gallery, African American Museum, a Mississippi nonprofit corporation. And this is something we talked about at a few meetings before. What this lease will do, it is the same as the lease that is with the Garden Club. That will authorize the museum to lease the property for 99 years. And then at the end of 99 years, the opportunity to renew it. And so they currently under one from Mayor Eddie Lee Smith that lasted, I guess, a little over 20 years. It was done in 2000. So this is a chance now to put them on the same footing as some of the other nonprofits and museums that are in the area. So Attorney Perry did email it to him.
Got a chance to
But there it is. Are there any questions, or is there a motion? Reverend Harris here's what we talked, that's over the goal tonight, since it's election night, is to get the authority for the lease, and then we'll come back and look at any other concerns.
I move to authorize the execution of a lease agreement by the Oddity Wells Family Art Gallery, African American Museum, Mississippi nonprofit corporation.
Is there a second?
A second.
It's been moved by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes, 2 ayes. The council vote?
Aye.
Okay, 1 aye telephonically and 2 absent in Teal and Jones. And then I'll get with you later this week, Reverend Harris. All right, thank you all so much. Thank you. Would the board members please stand up because all of y'all did come out tonight. All right, and I'm gonna hold item number 7. So that's one less. Item number 8, motion to authorize street closures and police assistance for the June 21st, 2025 Juneteenth parade at 2 p.m. and celebration from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. sponsored by Care Now. Is there a motion?
Move to authorize street closure, police assistance for June 21st, 2025, Juneteenth parade at 2 p.m. Celebration from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m.
Is there a second?
Sponsored by Care Now.
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically, and 2 absent in Jones and Teal. All right, item number 9, city general bills and claims.
Pay the city of John.
Is there a second?
Second.
The move by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically in Fountain, and 2 absent in Jones and Teal. All right, item number 10, motion to authorize the payment of interest related to the Jimmy Young PERS matter in the amount of $264.16.
Yeah. Okay.
That's that additional interest, and Mr. Young has taken care of the other part of that. Praise God. All right, you said motion.
Authorize payment of interest related to Mr. Jimmy Young, PERS matter, amount of $264.62.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's the move by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically, and 2 absent in Jones and Teal. Item number 10 is a motion to request the transfer of Mr. Kendrick Brown from the utility department to the street department. And Mr. Fitz is in favor of that. He does have an opening there and does need the assistance. He has some cutting and things of that nature. He's not one to come in. All right, so a motion.
I move to transfer Kendrick Brown from HSU department to the street department.
Is there a second?
One question, same rate pay,
Yes, same rate.
same rate pay.
All right. Let's get you get done. All right, is there a second?
Alderman Fountain, this your second.
Okay, it's been moved by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Fountain. All those in favor? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically, 2 absent, and Teal and Jones. All right, item number 11, motion to authorize refund to Ms. Beauty DeBerry for Parks and Recreation. And that was what, $75?
$75. She rented out a pavilion and the weather was, it was raining, so she couldn't have her event. Alderman Fountain made the motion.
It's been moved by Alderman Fountain, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically, 2 absent in Teal and Jones. Item number 12, city utility bills and claims.
Move that we pay the city.
Second, is there a second?
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 aye telephonically in Fountain, and 2 absent in Teal and Jones. Item number 13, motion to authorize the following payment utilizing the line of credit plus revenue to TBA in the amount of $3,123,059.39 for the periods of April and May of 2025. This is the line of credit that you all approved in an effort to clear out the debt to TBA. Is there a motion?
Did we receive the line of credit?
Yes, through Unity Bank.
Joseph,
Yes, ma'am.
as the the final payment, or will we still owe after this
So-
payment is made?
That will clear up the delinquent, and because now we're into June, and so right now, of course, yesterday, it looked like payments were coming in because it's the first of the month. So hopefully we'll be able to do the June payment before the end of June. So this will take care of the two.
Complete the entire line of credit?
Yes, ma'am. The line of credit was for $3 million, and this payment is $3,123,059.39.
Okay, and would that throw us into having to repay the line of credit and also the upcoming, that's just the arrears, you'll still have another bill and the line of credit, right?
Right. But this will get us, closer to being out of the hole. All right. Is there a motion? Is there a motion? Will also be a positive thing for the lawsuit that they filed. So this was the purpose of the line of credit,
Purpose of it.
was to pay TBA. So
Outside.
that was the whole purpose of it. Is there a motion? Is there a motion? Is there a motion? Is there a motion? All right, well, we can go to item number 14, motion to approve May 20th, 2025 regular board meeting minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for May 20th, 2025?
I move to approve the minutes from May 20th, 2025, regular board meeting.
All right, is there a second?
I say,
It's been moved by Alderman Schiff, second by Alderman Fountain. All those in favor? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 eye telephonically in Fountain, and 2 absent in Teal and Jones. Item number 15, election matters. Motion to request the authorization for payment to poll workers, commissioners, and resolution board. Item number B, motion for payment to Copper Kettle for election breakfast. Item number C, payment to Annie's Home Cooking for election lunch. If you all approve those, I'll take a motion on each of those for those election matters. Is there a motion for A? I know, right? Is there a motion for A? All right, is there a motion for B? Payment to the Copper Kettle for election breakfast.
Who was these breakfasts for?
The poll workers.
For work?
Yes.
We do this every
We do this
election. Every election, we have.
Because they're
someone
there from
prepare
6 to
the
7
meals
all
and
day. They
go on
can't
the runs.
leave.
They
and-
do morning and lunch. Each
I
election.
thought we had, Tanya Scruggs prepare, or that was for something else.
That was for the primary runoff
Okay, and this was for what?
for the general today.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, today.
Yeah, we have an election today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just.
Okay.
We should have it.
They just brought the invoices by today.
I know that.
Well, the budget was approved prior to, so the budget had it all locked in. This is where she's asking for the payment for the individual. She's asking.
When
But she can't tell you the individual until it's done. till she gets the invoice.
Yeah, they just brought them up here. Miss Annie just brought hers at 2 o'clock.
Oh, that's why they went on the claim.
Yes, it would have been through the claims docket, but we didn't get them to today. I don't have a problem. No, not at all.
Well, I'll make the motion.
You gotta be in.
ABC.
Malcolm said she will make the motion for ABC.
She said what?
She will make the motion for ABC.
Oh, do they have a
Motion
fee?
to authorize the payment of the poll workers, commissioners, and resolution board, payment to the Copper Kettle for the election breakfast, and payment to Andy's Home Cooking for election lunch. Is that correct, Council?
Yes.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Fountain, second by Alderman Merriweather. All those in favor? Motion passes, 2 ayes, 1 eye telephonically, and 2 with Fountain, and 2 absent, NTO and Johnson. Right. And if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
What's on part?
I don't know, but I have. All right, I'm going to pass this over to Alderman Schiff, and you all have a good night. And I hope that everyone at home has already gone out and voted, as this is the election day, and so it's most important, ma'am. Most important.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Now we have some some department head report.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Jefferson, I'm gone. Well,
Okay. It's just you did. It's gonna hinder me. Yeah, because I'm trying to situation is control. So that's. And you can hear from the, I mean, you'll hear from him. You can hear from GM. The GM is here, so y'all need to hear from him. You can. On the line of credit. Or you don't. Oh, you come up. I have an executive session.
Can I go forward?
Sure.
Oh,
Just speak a little louder when you proceed because of the fan.
okay.
The fan is loud.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I just have a few items I'd like to present to the board. As you know, we are already short department restrained, and now it's not the time, to put hiring on hold, especially for the police department, the safety of the citizens and so. So that's why I have somebody I would like to present to hire tonight. I've emailed all the aldermen's applications. Sometime last week I had emailed all the aldermen's application, and this individual has went through human resources, did an interview I think a week or two ago through human resource. We already lost one officer about a week ago to the Marshall County, and getting ready to lose another officer to SRO to one of the schools around here. So that's why I said it's imperative that we try to keep our department up. It's putting a strain on the other officers having to work double shifts, 18 hours. That's what we're having to do now to try to replace these other officers, and to get a certified officer. It's hard to find. right now as far as a certified officer. So that's why I want to present a certified officer that I've interviewed, the human resources interview, and I think it'd be a good fit for the department. This Shaquille Moore, who come up front.
Afternoon, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, it's Mr. Shaquille Moore. He's a certified officer. So I'd like to present him for hire tonight. If I have any questions for him. Yeah.
Do you have the certification? Did you find that?
Yes, I have.
Is he currently employed?
For a security firm at this time. He's worked for security, doing security. And like I said, I had sent, I think I sent y'all his application about a week ago, for y'all to look over. And he had, went through, HR, did a interview through HR, and also, I did an interview with him.
My only question or concern is, I thought that we had frozen hiring until after July 1st. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
And I know that we're in a tight situation in terms of the shortage. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I was saying that we're kind of, as far as the police department, kind of emergency situation as far as hiring, because we're real shorted. And we know we just lost the officer, and then get ready to lose another one in a couple of weeks. And
In a couple of weeks,
yes,
so. Couple of weeks would be July.
and the officer that we lost to the county, we had to replace that person every time they shift come around, to somebody to do overtime. Because I know I was working like 18 hours when that person shift comes up. They have to do like a shift and a half.
Now we don't, because we don't have a phone. Yeah, I got to hold up and we'll just, recess for a few minutes until Alderman Fountain gets back on.
Call this meeting to recess.
That's what happens when you don't have a quorum, everybody, so. Well, if you don't have to have one for it, you can recess it indefinitely to the next meeting or end it that way. But usually if you're gonna adjourn, you need a quorum. So I'll just give it a minute, see what Ms. Jones said.
Thank you.
Excuse me, are we still having a meeting or what?
Right now, we're in recess. We don't have a quorum. If you have a quorum, you can go forward. If you don't have a quorum by state law, you can't discuss you can't discuss any business under the open meetings law. So right now it's recess until we determine whether or not.
We didn't know, didn't nobody say anything.
Right. I thought they could hear it here, and I apologize. We couldn't hear it back there. When she stepped away with her phone, I don't, we just don't know what's going on right now.
Maybe so.
Probably be a second.
I'm just calling from the precinct. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was yeah, we're gonna need her back on the
She
phone.
back.
Oh, okay.
He's on there.
All right, everybody ready to start back up? All right, we're back in session. She stepped out. Yeah.
Now back in session. All right, continue, Chief.
Yes, like I'm saying, we're strained right now. As far as I'm saying, putting the hiring on hold for the police department, the safety of the citizens, it's imperative that we, keep our numbers up. If you go below that, having a couple of officers on the shift it's a safety concern. Especially at night, because believe it or not, we got a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So, to find somebody certified, it's kind of hard to do, with the rate of pay that the city is offering right now. So, but.
What else?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
he's trying to hire somebody.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is it?
I don't have the application. You have the application?
Yes.
I can't hardly hear it. That's why I can't respond. The guy already, you saying the person's already certified?
Yes, I had emailed all the aldermen last week a copy of his application.
Mr. Shaquille Moore.
He's certified already?
Yes, he is. Yes.
And what about I don't have a problem with hiring, and what about the pay raise for the actual supervisor? It's right or no?
I don't know anything about that.
Do you have an active supervisor?
What happened, we placed somebody on the shift when we lost the officer. We ended up placing another officer on the shift with a rookie officer, and that officer was just acting as the lead officer on the shift, but acting supervisor, no.
Okay. Okay. Just a lead out. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm not there, but I don't have a problem with hiring a police officer.
Is that a motion?
Yeah.
She said that's a motion.
What's the rate of pay?
2396.
That's ready to pay?
20, how much?
20.
Like, I'm asking you.
2396. He's coming in as a detective.
Hold on.
Come in as a
Hold on. By mistake. Hold on.
He's a patrolman.
Yeah.
1 to 2 years, $20.50 or 2104.
2104. My mistake. 2104.
who's years of experience in that picture? I don't have that.
I don't have it. Can I see that again? The application. It looks like he was with Walden Security from August 20. When you was August of what year?
Last year.
August of last year into present. And then with South Haven PD from September 2023 to August 2024. And Shelby County from June 2018 to August 2023.
So those are, one in Mississippi is just under a year. Is he Mississippi certified or just Tennessee certified?
Let me see. You got a certification?
Yes.
Mississippi.
Mississippi certified.
Yes. And so he was with South Haven for a year.
South Haven PD.
Yeah, but it has South Haven PD. September 2023 to August 2024.
1 year is that. I'll make the motion, Jerry. It's 21 what?
2104 an hour.
2104 for patrolman, right?
Yes.
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 It's been moved by Alderwoman Fountain that we hire Mr. Shaquille Moore as a certified police officer in the Holly Springs Police Department at a rate of pay of $21.04 per hour. Is there a second?
No.
Is there a second?
Okay, I second.
It's been moved by Alderwoman Fountain, second by Alderwoman Merriweather. All in favor? Aye.
Are there
Any questions?
No. Yes.
Yeah, they take the vote. Oh.
Here's a vote.
I gotta take the vote. You got it. You got it. That's right.
Next. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you.
Congrats.
Pass it. And that's a statute on the class I was trying to go to, which is the chief conference class. It requires that I have 20 hours of executive training. That's the key word, executive training, that I have 20 hours of executive training that I have to report to the state by July 1. I have to report it to the state. And that's the only way I can get those executive training hours is through the chief conference. Well, they have it twice a year. The first one is in July and the second one is in December. but I have to report those hours, to the state, by July 1st. And that class is reimbursable, full reimbursable by the state. So it'd be, so I'm requesting, to go to that class, so starts June the 16th through the 20th.
My question is still the same.
If,
You got new administration coming.
but I'm saying I would need those hours before July 1. Having a risk of having my certification flagged if I don't report those.
When is this? June what?
It's June the 16th through the 20th. It came about, I don't know, a month ago. What a bit. So that's when I did some research on it. I said that the class was required, and I did some research on it, and that's the statute that you have before you, as far as the requirement for that class. And like I said, that class is fully reimbursable by the state. So that, the city won't be out of any money on it.
Hello?
I'm Fountain.
All right, is there a motion?
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Is there a motion for Chief Darrell Barnes to attend the chief conference June 16th through 2025? Once.
Did Oliver Fountain hear?
I can't hear anything. I heard you.
Alderman Fountain, can you hear what the chief was talking about? That's what he was asking.
No, sir.
All right, he has a class that the state mandates that he goes to so he can report that he has executive hours. He says that he needs to go. The class is June 16th, and so he's asking if we can go, and he says that the state reimburses the municipality for it if it's possible that he can go.
Okay, I heard you loud and clear. Okay.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
It's been moved by Alderwoman Fountain. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderwoman Miller. All in favor? Aye.
All right.
All opposed is nay. Ayes have it.
All right, Chief, you got the training.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you may leave this.
I got one more quick thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Chief.
One of our employees, one of our dispatchers, that was an officer that left. She had some unused sick leave, and she's requesting that her unused sick leave go to dispatch. She have 124 hours of unused sick leave, and she wanted to donate her sick leave to dispatcher Fitzpatrick and Mo.
You can donate sick leave, but you probably don't want to talk about is how it is. They came out a little faster.
Let's hold it.
Yeah.
To the next.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ain't going nowhere. The secret.
Okay. All right, but that's all I have.
Thanks, Chief.
All right, thank you.
What department heads?
Good stopwatch. Hey. Hey, all right.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Trying to make this as.
Thank you.
There are 5 items on here tonight.
You might not get them all.
No, but these are, uh, one is the things that we talked about on the last session on last Thursday, that they're back on the agenda. The bad debt collection, this is to authorize debt to go to collection. This is something that we do twice a year. This is the one that says mitigation. Holly Springs payment mitigation. No, I'm sorry. This is bad debt collection. That's the other one. It says bad debt. It's a about $360,000 that we have not been able to collect. And every year or twice a year, the board authorizes that this debt goes to collection, and then it gets reported on the debtee's credit report. And this is debt that is not on our books anymore because we can't collect it, and it's bad debt. And we just need the authorization to move this bad debt so that we can send it to the collection agency. That's all.
Is there a motion to the bad debt collection reports? So you need authorization to just turn it over?
Yeah, just to turn it over. That's it. Yeah, authorization to turn it over.
Yeah, motion to turn the bad debt collection over to be authorized for collections.
That's the amount, 374,000.
Yes, ma'am.
The company's already been, has it already been approved? I think previously, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the one that provides this service for us.
Yes, sir.
I'll make the motion that we authorize the bad debt collections report go to the collection agency in the amount of $374,612.48 for the time period of March 2nd, 2023 through June 30th, 2024.
Madam, would you read that out one more time, please? The amount.
$374,612.48 from March 2nd, 2023 to June 30th, 2024.
All right, it's been moved by Alderwoman Merriweather. Is there a second? Second. By Alderman. You found it. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, like the same, right? Motion carried.
Next item on the agenda is the merchant agreement payment authorization. This is for the pay-as-you-go for automated payment for customers at the utility department. This allows people to pay automatically as you go. And the contract is up for renewal, and we just need authorization to sign it, the renewal of the contract. That's basically it.
So the mayor's signature is,
It needs, we need the mayor's signature is fine, or I got a board of aldermen authorized signing. That's what I was told.
have you submitted it to the mayor for signature?
Yes, it has been submitted to the mayor for signature.
Has it been signed?
No, it hasn't been signed.
There was any follow-up conversation? She said that she would sign or would not sign.
There has been no conversation.
Before I was asking if she
Yeah.
would see you, that's before board of, with Alderman Schiff to sign. But about her saying whether she's gonna sign it or not, I don't know if we can offer, give permission for him to sign. We was just gonna give you permission to sign.
As long as it's been presented, that's when you asked the question, I said, you gotta present it to the mayor first. She handles day-to-day operations.
Right.
If it appears that she's not gonna do it and it needs to be done, I think you can give authorization as a board as long as you have a quorum.
So I'll motion that authorization be given for Alderman Schiff to sign the migration for the Holly Springs migration, the merchant agreement, contract.
You have to tell me what she said.
She said she moved that the board authorized Alderman at large Schiff to act in the mayor's stead on authorizing a merchant agreement that's called pay as you go. And that was the agreement that was described by Mr. Jones a few moments ago. Evidently, you can, I guess, telepay as you go through that company. And so he said that he presented it to the mayor. He had asked me about it. And my thing was that he can't sign it as GM. So he would need to present it to the mayor. I think he did. And according to the email, it was over a week ago. So at this point, okay.
All right.
All right, good. Moved by Alderwoman Merriweather, second by Alderwoman Fountain. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Two more things. The second one is, the first one is the travel per diem request for Ivory Stewart and Dewan Wells. Now, this was training that was approved for these employees to go to, and the training was approved. I just didn't put the per diem, the request in at that time. So this was before there was told that can anybody go to any more training. So I just need to have this, what's the word, ratified and retroactively so that they can get $119 per diem. And for Ivory Stewart and Dewan Wells each.
Where did they go in this training?
This was training for 811 damage enforcement. Back
She said when?
on April 3rd. It was April 3rd at the Red Banks Fire Academy.
And it was $100 and what?
$119.
How did you say it wasn't on the claims docket, Jessica? I mean, Wanda.
Jericho's not here.
I forgot. I mean, Miss Scott.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
I asked the attorney Perry, why did he say why he put it on the claims docket?
At the time, he said he got it approved prior to, and they were registered prior to the board having a moratorium on any more training for whatever time frame. He said they were already signed to go to it. They went to it. I'm assuming this is 119 out of pocket that they spent themselves. So he's asking that even though there was a freeze put on it, can you please let them get their $119 a piece back? Ratified, because they are, well, it's already happened in the past, so it'd be ratifying the action.
Right. But after the freeze was put on it, he sent them anyway, or just because they signed up, or what? I mean, where were we? Where we was at?
That was April 3rd.
It was April 3rd was the date of the seminar and they need to go, so.
Okay, well, I'll make the motion to reimburse them that money.
That's second.
Each.
That's right.
All right, it's been moved by Alderwoman Fountain, second by Alderwoman Merriweather, that we reimburse Mr. Ivory Stewart and Dewan Wells in about $119 each. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. 2-0.
Last item, electric permit at Lamar. This is for the bridge up 311, Route 704. MDOT is ready to start work, but the work cannot start until this permit is signed. And this permit was sent quite a while ago by Kelly Standard of MDOT. It is requested that the mayor sign it. I had sent it to IMS for their approval. They requested that the mayor sign it. The permit has not been signed. We cannot move ahead and do the work without the permit being signed. The state of Mississippi, Mr. Standard asked me to sign the permit. I asked Attorney Perry about it. He says I need to have authorization from the board to sign the permit. So that's why I'm here. I need Mr. Alderman at Large Schiff to sign the permit or authorize me to sign it. I don't have a problem with signing it, but the work cannot go ahead until this permit is signed. We got some poles to move up there and everything is ready to go and the people are inconvenienced.
And the major thing is that with sometimes it's, kind of friction or what have you regarding day-to-day operations, I think it will become easier for a delegation of certain things that can be signed by the GM probably in the future. But in the absence of that, I think out of an abundance of caution, I said, don't do it that way. Just get it signed either by the mayor or by authorization from the Board of Aldermen to, so, not putting him in a bad spot and at the same time, not disrespecting the mayor's authority. So I think, but he needs board action right now to authorize it. The board can authorize him to sign it because of the work order. So you can say, we give you authority to sign the work order at this point.
All right, is there a motion to authorize Mr. Wayne Jones to sign a permit for MDOT?
So moved.
All right, it's been moved by Alderwoman Merriweather. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Fountain. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed have the same right. Ayes have it. Motion carried.
That's it.
So last time, this time, right?
That's the late.
Please adjourn.
Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a motion to adjourn? All right, it's been moved by Alderwoman Merriweather. We adjourn the meeting. Is there a second? Is there a second?